кто точно охуел. Не знаю кто, но кто-то наверняка. Есть идеи кто? Так, сейчас чекаем звук и погнали. Еще раз чекаем звук. Еще раз чекаем звук. Звук кайф, ребята, звук кайф. Вы кайф, я кайф. Кто тут стопудово не кайф, не будем показывать пальцами. Ну, наверняка кто-то не кайф, да? Медведь, не поверишь, у меня тоже 2 часа ночи. Всем привет, ребят. Всем привет. Всем привет. Рад всех видеть. Ну, та-та-та-та-та-та. Такой ответ. Такой ответ. Здорово, медведь, здорово, ята, здорово, агент, здорово, зефир. Привет кому-нибудь еще. Автофокус работай. И начинаем. Начинаем, ребят. Финалочка, да, я так понимаю? Погнали. Достали. Как мы помним, в конце эпизода чувак закурил сигарету. Нельзя не быть с ним на одной волне. Погнали. Не смотрел пока я-то. Сорян, занимался какими-то другими вещами. Релаксировал я сегодня.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
О, а вон этот ломбард, кстати, вдали, да?
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Голос прикольный у чувака.
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Это прикольно. Я даже соскучился по стримам, целый день не стримил.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Мне нравятся такие старомодные чуваки. То есть вообще такие интересные персонажи, конечно. Ауч. Разноплановые и яркие. Конечно, может быть, не все прям многогранные, да? И раскрыты очень сильно. Но интересно. Интересно. Здорово, гном, здорово, гном. Ну, блядь, ну что поделал? Ты же не один у меня такой классный есть гном. После этого катанем, если будет у тебя время еще. Сорян, чувак, сегодня было вообще не до того, я вообще думал, сегодня пропущу.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Ну как закончу? Через пару часов, я думаю. Через 2, 2,5, 3. Через 2-3 часа. Фига, у меня сигарета как палец прорезал.
You haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Какие моменты я... Окей, понял тебя.
Please,
Хорошо.
Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you?
Его предупреждать или чё?
Do you want a drink? Something to eat?
Куда они приходят-то?
Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Но я определенно ему не доверяю пока что.
Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me
Давай попробуем в следующий раз по
On the
тебе напишу хотя бы,
contrary,
действительно.
Sheriff, and I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said
Говорить сложно, я даже не могу быстро в это
relationships
прилезть.
work till these ends.
That was
Могу
Crane
быстро
who let you
осознать,
do
чем
whatever
говорит.
you wanted. I'm not Crane.
No, you're not.
Чувак, игра охуенная, ты как-то очень
What do you
поверхностно
think you're
пытаешься в
doing?
это
Mr.
запрыгнуть.
Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the pudding and pie.
Did I now?
Да? Да. Спасибо, спасибо. Если что, ну там ответить на что-то или еще что-то, я
I
воспользуюсь.
assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All
Создаем
I said
немного
was
раздора
that
внутри.
this was your town,
Это
and
хороший
nothing
ход.
wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt
Это
with
другая игра.
internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of
Я
business.
считаю себя
You're
многогранным
gonna tell me
человеком,
right
поэтому
now
мне
who
тоже
killed
заходит.
him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself.
Ну, может,
As
зря
I
так о себе
said,
думаю, конечно.
I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Я думаю, этот пацан, конечно, который владелец клуба.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Так, нет,
You
плохой
think
выбор.
I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Я так и сказал, да. Логично было. Ты его девушка.
However, like I said,
Здорово,
I'd be happy
Стасик,
in the matter
здорово.
if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
От тех же создателей, но игра крутая. Я бы даже сказал покруче.
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fuck.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like that?
I can't give a fuck if I'm the one. Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you? I told you!
Так что подожди, что будет? Мне нравится, что какой-то раздор происходит.
So well.
Это интересно.
To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Take this!
Опа.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Оу, бля.
Oh god.
That was not my intention.
This way.
Иногда да, иногда да.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Круто, очень круто.
Take him off!
I can't.
смысл? Я же, блядь, все нажимал, все делал. Что за херня? Все равно обосрался. Ага, там был тупик, да?
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Я специально не отбегал никуда. Ну ладно.
Come on.
Fuck it!
Да, одежда не помешает. Вообще круто, очень круто, мне очень понравилось. Спиченные рубашки даже поприкольнее, наверное, да? Нечего исследовать. Окей.
Holy shit.
Ну прям нормально так натекло, конечно.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Okay.
Да-да-да.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Прикольно. Ну они обанкротились, если ты про эту конкретную компанию. Ну это прям круто сделано.
It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's...
Can you stand
Кайф.
up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
Here. It's gonna be okay. We'll get...
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I didn't mean...
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. and I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Я собираюсь на нем останавливаться, но он явно должен
Must
бы
be so
пойти
easy
в
being
тюрячку.
you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad
Оправдывать,
guy.
мне
It's
сажать
all
его
his
из-за того,
fucking
что
fault.
типа нельзя вернуть уже тех людей, но охеренные штуки, конечно.
But what was I
Что бы ты
supposed to
придумал?
do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say?
Я не понял, то есть я понял, что можно было снять заклятие, если снять ленточку с этой девушки, тогда она умрет. Я не понял, почему нельзя найти какие-то другие опции, зачем вообще их нужно было убивать. Я понял, что у него был выбор, типа, убить ее, либо тех девушек. Но почему не было каких-то других опций, я не врубился.
It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all
Я вообще не понял, зачем их надо было их убивать. Как их убили?
I wanted to be this person. What I did to Faith and Lily.
Я то, что сняли ленточку, понял.
All of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh! Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Ебать, меня там
Get
торчат.
Up! Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. really fuck him up for me, all
Да
right?
я не понимаю, насколько они вообще бессмертны. Чуваку как бы... У чувака был открытый перелом,
You
куча
know the
выстрелов.
bastard deserves it.
И он выжил.
Make a promise to a dying
Дровосеку
man.
втыкали топор в башку, и все, он выжил. Поэтому я пока не понимаю, что смертельно, а что нет. Отрезанная голова убивает, окей, это я понял.
Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Это не
Prove it
сказать.
then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Ну, я его не страдать оставил, я просто думаю, что есть какие-то шансы
You're
здесь.
just gonna leave me here?
Хочет умереть, пусть убивает себя сам.
I won't be a killer, Georgie.
Вот о чем речь.
You selfish bastard.
Да пошел он нахуй.
Fuck you,
Какого хера я должен убивать кого-то только из-за того, что он меня просит?
piece of shit.
Делать мне больше нехуй. Я же принимаю решения, например, такие, как я, ну, то есть я это примеряю как-то примерно на реальную жизнь, на свою личность, на свой характер. Я бы думал, что есть шанс, что он выживет. Ну и даже если нет, он мне не близок, чтобы убивать его, чтобы облегчить его страдания. Oceanic Airlines, это из фильма Lost, из сериала Oceanic. Вот я говорю, Медведь, я согласен, тут не очевидно. Ну, конечно, по надписи оставить умирать или убить, вроде понятно, что он умрет. Но все равно. А я, кстати, не видел опцию погнаться за тачкой этого чувака. Я видел только опцию, типа, схватить его, когда мы еще там были. Я подумал, что как-то это при помощи переговоров может решиться, простите. Медведь же как-то писал, что это ирландский чувак. Точно, слушай, точно, понял. Я почему-то подумал, что это какая-то левая машина. Да. Это я не подумал, что это Crooked Man.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Base safety device is a careful worker. Лучший типа там инструмент для безопасности — это заботливый работник. Я потом, может, почитаю, когда уже закончу, какие там были варианты. Интересно самому. Пока вообще ничего не читал про игру, чтобы не испортить ее для себя.
The big bad wolf.
The big bad wolf. А вот колесо, да, про которое рассказывали.
You used to be something.
Это я с Белоснежкой, это я курю рядом с этим ломбардом. Бигби звучит кайф, да. Это я общаюсь с Фейт. Блин, не знаю, Фейт и Вера как-то звучат так по-разному. То есть Фейт звучит круто. Я понимаю, что прямой перевод это и есть Вера, но Вера как-то не круто звучит. Так, Белоснежка и... Как ее звали-то? Сестра Лили, короче, Троллина. Тоже она же. А это, в общем, не помню, как ее зовут, но это тоже из Трибара, девчонка. Опять эта привычка с эскейпом. Она, скорее всего, чувствует к нему какую-то эмпатию, что ли, что они похожи. Типа страшные монстры, которых все боялись. Это же прикольно, когда есть кто-то на тебя похожий, которому, то есть, не знаю, которому ты можешь сочувствовать, переживать. Который пережил то же, что и ты, в общем. Белизна. Я бы сказал, что он не интересен. Ну да. Но это же выбор. Я же мог здесь... Смотри. Не совсем так. Здесь же были варианты там оторвать руку чуваку. Там можно было убить кого-то. Так что опции здесь есть. Это я так играю. Можно было избивать чуваков на допросе. Ну, не знаю, чувак. Я же говорю, тут там были варианты. Может, то есть можно в теории выстроить его поведение так, что ему просто нравится позиция власти и убивать тех, кого можно.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate.
Секундочку, Джорджи Порджи, персонаж, скажу, дали сборник.
Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Прикольно, да, как она доебывается до него, типа он мальчик на побегушках, а по факту это она девчонка на побегушках. То есть она выполняет приказы. А чувак, в принципе, действует довольно самостоятельно, я бы сказал. Я ничьи приказы-то не выполняю. А потом, да.
He doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? This is just sad.
Окей. Вот так мы ее и убьем, да? Швырнем в эту херню. Меня не бесит.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Что это за сказка такая? него какой-то скилл с зеркалами, да? Вот он, серый волк. Сейчас буду всех кусать за бочок. Да, классный волчок. Подует, да, сейчас? Бля, круто. Ой, прям вообще круто. Я в восторге, я в восторге. Я прям реально в восторге. Дико круто, просто дичайше круто. Я прям большое удовольствие испытал. Глаз. Блин, люблю волков. Никогда с ними не имел дела, но мне нравятся эти животные. Прям ульта, да, была? Возможно, да.
Hello, Bigby.
Да, это дорого, конечно.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine. I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Вообще, мне не очень не нравится, как город организован, я честно скажу, какая-то хуйня. Почему-то жители вынуждены что-то там обращаться в администрацию, что-то там получать какие-то деньги. Какие-то жесткие траблы у них там с работой.
But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening? Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Ребят, перерыв 1,5-2 минуты. Скоро... Блядь, да что такое-то? Кривые руки. Скоро вернусь. Так, я почти здесь. Теперь я совсем здесь. Погнали, продолжаем, ребят. Крутая игра, очень крутая, мне очень
He's
нравится.
back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
Эти испуганно смотрят, эти
It's
с
been
отвращением.
hours. We were
Всего лишь
worried
часы.
you'd run into some trouble.
Неужели
At
так
the Crooked
просто?
Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Не знаю, агент. Пока не знаю.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly.
Я с ней
No
согласен
more
здесь.
snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A
Ничего не
promise
важно, то, что он
to a
говорит.
dying mother.
Ситуация с
you gonna
убийством
get
здесь
to
не
your
самая,
point or
не
what?
самая, не единственная,
Georgie was
скажем так.
working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position.
Вот здесь я с ним согласен.
You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway.
Блядь, ну давайте честно, такое себе оправдание для того, чтобы творить адский пиздец, да?
And what did I do for you?
Это как люди, которые грабят людей,
I got her tree
оправдывают тем, что они бедные и
used
несчастные.
her magic to help poor fables get glamours.
А вот это да,
Because
кстати.
I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. They asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't...
В смысле выходи? Куда выходить? Что происходит? Кто-то с эфиром? Кто-то меня не слышит или не видит? Всё окей, ребят? Окей.
Lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice.
Сек. Я пропустил, сейчас прочту, что написано.
What he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests
Не,
at
ну я
heart.
старался, я никого не убивал по возможности, никому не вредил.
We'll do better at protecting you.
Я считаю, что я правда старался.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Я согласен. Я согласен здесь с Вулфом.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie killed them.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
Знаешь, покушение на убийство шерифа.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking
Нет, все должно быть как хорошо.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Я-то согласен.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Я ничего не сделал, ну в смысле реально.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Вот реально, это очень странно, меня это прям смущает в этой игре, что на меня постоянно гонят. То есть, а я вообще ничего не делаю такого. Это очень странно. Как будто бы не учитывается то, что я никого не убиваю, никого не бью просто так.
Excuse me.
Джорджи выжил?
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of it.
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done then.
Хотел бы, конечно, этих девушек
Now,
послушать,
for your
прежде чем
sentence.
приступать к
We don't
приговору.
have to become murderers.
What are you
А
talking
вот я с ней
about?
He's
согласен.
guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever.
Захар, это мне
Somewhere
кажется
he can
лучше.
never hurt anyone again.
Нужно
How
создавать
can we
более
be sure
мирное
he won't
общество, я
escape?
I
считаю.
can help.
В
We'll
том
use
числе
magic.
законах.
I
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed.
Здорово, Иван.
He's
Рад тебя
the
видеть.
only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Без проблем.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't
What
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Здорово,
Yes,
контрабас.
there's a way.
Я считаю, что так лучше. Не
Alright.
знаю, ребят. Это, конечно, здорово, там казнить вся хуйня, но не знаю, как вы, но я читал про тюрьмы и про рецидивизм в тех же европейских странах, в которых так разрекламированы тюрьмы, да, в которых людей не продолжают уничтожать и гнобить, а в которых их социализируют. И насколько я понимаю, там с преступностью дела гораздо лучше. Поэтому вот мое мнение таково.
Do it.
Плюс он может быть полезен. Он умный чувак. Может принести какую-то еще пользу. Мое мнение. Ну что поделать. Значит, будем играть во вторую часть.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Ну окей, конечно, это такое непонятное, но
Work is work, I guess.
мне кажется, так
Hey,
лучше.
Sheriff.
Реально кажется, так лучше.
Are you gonna
Для
come
всех.
see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Да я шучу, агент.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Это еще не конец, да?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Мне захотелось почему-то поесть лечо. А кому нужна эта информация, но решил ей поделиться все равно.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Длинная жопка. Кстати, 13 этаж, это же отсылка, да, к чему-то. То, что они говорят, они на 13 этаже администрации. Кто помнит, кто знает, к чему это отсылка? Я помню, был фильм, который вышел в один год с Матрицей, из-за этого не получивший особой популярности, точнее широкой популярности, который назывался, по-моему, 13 этаж. Это крутой фильм. Я пытался его посмотреть, но не смог. Всех отвозят на ферму.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
Я ему денег давал, блядь. Я ему пытался помочь.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's, interesting, TJ. You sure you want to give this to her?
She said it was pretty. She'll like it.
Okay.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ. Look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on.
Mondays, это типа обычный житель.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Я не понял, почему его увезли, у него были деньги. На этот глэмор. Какая-то хуйня, короче, не знаю, мне это не нравится. То ли не прописано, то ли просто забили.
You're still wearing that.
Это одно и то же.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
Не хочу я ее касаться после такой информации, но это не повод никак ее не поддержать.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie
Понимаешь,
came
сложно
back
ее прям
and
на
told me things
100%
had
винить, да, в
changed.
этом?
He had to
Так
make an
испугалась,
example of
бывает,
us.
ну.
We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid
В
technicality.
том числе и поэтому нельзя убивать, нельзя торопиться с такими решениями.
That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things
Ну это
like that
правда,
won't
да, в
happen.
чем-то надо о себе самому заботиться, учиться.
You'll make things right.
Не ждать, что тебя позаботятся
I
другие.
don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally.
Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left fate at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Как-то слишком изёво кровавая Мэри, да, отлетела?
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Слишком изёво.
You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Что там?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Типа все? Ну ладно. Это все, да, получается, ребят? Давай посмотрим. Вы соврали ему, вы дрались с ним на допросе, вы обещали ему защиту от администрации. Вы дали ему выпить, помогли ему сбежать с фермы, вы привели к юному колодцу, вы арестовали его. Вы дали ей денег после драки с дровосеком, вы оставили его умирать, вы брали деньги из сейфа Джорджа, вы приняли ее на работу. Вы выпили с Греном после похорон Лили. Вы с ним договорились, вы дали ей покурить во время последней беседы, вы пытались снять у нее ленточку в последней беседе. Вы взяли ее с собой в бар, вы показали ей фотографию, вы обещали привезти скрюченного дядечку живым. Вы решили его подождать, вы заступили за него, когда Снежка хотела брать его на ферму, вы дали ему денег. Слушайте, не знаю, мне в целом, я бы сказал, что мне очень понравилось. Но местами что-то такие дыры какие-то, не знаю. Некоторые моменты прям что-то недораскрыто, на мой взгляд. Здесь какие-то дыры, но в целом хорошо. В целом хорошо. Морали какой-то большой я не вижу. Ну разве что, не знаю. С одной стороны, чувак, да, ответственен за кучу пиздецов, да. С другой стороны, люди сами туда приходили, люди сами делали эти хуёвые выборы. Как, например, вот эти вот два красавицы и чудовища, парочка, простите, долбоебов, которые, ну, не имея нормальной работы, пытались жить, типа, окружая себя шиком, не имея на это никаких вообще средств. Это странно, это странно. Не увидел я какого-то большого влияния, конечно, решений. Не понял, в чем прикол той же свинки, то есть, ну вот есть, нету, ничего, ни про ферму ничего не рассказано, что это, как там вообще, какие-то слухи, ну не знаю, как-то, мне не хватило, наверное, мне не хватило. Мне в целом игра нравится, но мне прям не хватило. Сильно не хватило. Какой-то глубины, что ли, раскрытия персонажей посильнее. Объяснение, какое здесь, я не знаю, устройство города. Не знаю, как-то недостаточно глубоко для меня, что ли, я бы сказал. Возможно, это особенности моего восприятия, что, возможно, не знаю, все хорошо, просто я такой кривоглазый не досмотрел, да? Так, ну что, ребят, тогда. Спасибо всем, кто здесь был, спасибо всем большое. В целом, я говорю, мне понравилось, надеюсь, вам тоже. Надеюсь, вам тоже. По плану в течение часа будут ночные герои. А завтра не знаю. Буду я устраивать голосование, не буду, я пока не решил. Кому интересно, запрыгивайте в группу ВК. Если голосование на тему следующей игрушки будет, то оно будет именно там. Либо будет голосование, либо будет South Park 2, что-то такое. Прыгнем и в Герычи. Типа того, да. То есть где-то через минут 30-40, я думаю, можно бахнуть Герычи. Так что давай, гном, через 30-40 минут попробуем. Ну все, ребят, всем пока. Всем пока. До новых встреч.